Terry Richmond and Larry Richmond versus Kaya Zolan and Stephen Oldenburg. Stephen Oldenburg is here. Mr. Oldenburg, I'm asking you to take off your hat. This is a demand for non-payment of rent. Miss Terry Richmond is here from our darkened headquarters. What's the status here?
Okay, through October, they owe $2,384.95 with court costs of $187.18 and a total of $2,582.13.
Mr. Oldenburg, where's Miss Zolan?
Guys, today we're diving into a wild courtroom twist where a simple rent case turns into family chaos. The judge calls out a missing sister, uncovers a criminal warrant, and the tension instantly fills the room.
Your mic's on mute. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Where's Miss Zolan?
I asked her if she was going to be attending, and she said she was not. That's the best answer I can give you. It's the only answer I have for that.
She failed to appear for a criminal case this week, and so I set it for this afternoon on the thought that she may be here for this, and I could address that. She's going to get a bench warrant for her arrest for failing to appear on her criminal matter. She doesn't have to appear on this.
I wasn't aware that she had a criminal matter on her.
Well, let me tell you what it is. I thought I had the file with me, but I don't know where it is.
Vivian, back in. I got the paper.
She's my sister, by the way, Your Honor.
Okay. She failed to appear for driving without any insurance. She was supposed to be here on October 2nd. She didn't show up. So I bumped it to today thinking maybe she'd show up for this. So she needs to contact the court before she gets arrested. All right, Ms. Richmond tells us what the arrearage is. Do you agree with that, Mr. Oldenburg?
Well, Your Honor, I had no idea that this was even happening. I wasn't aware of it until the 15th of September when I had called her office because my sister asked to borrow $1,000 from me in a text, and then same text said that rent was late.
So are you a co-signer for her?
No, we both went in on the apartment together 3 years ago, a little over. This situation has happened to me once before where I was unaware of it, and it was resolved.
Well, the law requires that I adjourn this matter for 7 days, which takes us to next Friday, the 10th of October, which hopefully won't be as bad as today was. Fact,
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I evict just her?
Not very simply. You could evict both and then execute a new lease with him.
Okay.
But let's set this for next Friday. Looks as bad as today. Miss Richmond, I'm not sure whether you're, I got a bunch of civil stuff. You're here at 11. So let's continue this to 10:50, Friday, October 10th.
Okay.
At what time, Your Honor?
10:50 a.m. And tell her she needs to get in here on that insurance case.
Yes, I will relay the message to her. Wasn't aware. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of things I wasn't aware of.
All right, well, contact Ms. Richmond and figure out what the deal is, and we'll address this further next Friday at 10:50. What
We've
was your
been-
question?
Steve and I
Oh,
have
you
been in
asked.
touch, and she's not giving him his mail, so I made copies of the court date for him so that he could be here.
Is she employed?
No,
Hmm.
I had no idea this was even going on, Your Honor. I've
All
been
right, I'll
talking-
take you at your word, but we're
I've
gonna have to get it squared away. She did have
Yeah, I've
some
been trying
trouble.
to. I've been trying to work with Ms. Richmond on resolving this issue. We're going through legal process first.
All right, I'll see you next Friday morning.
okay, thank you, Your Honor.
This is file 251925. It is a non-payment of rent case. Andrew Rognus is here for the plaintiff, and we'll get to that in a minute. Ms. Rudisill, you filed a request for me to disqualify myself or a change of venue. You represent that I am a friend of Mr. Learns, and we play poker together. And that would be a conflict of interest. And I guess it would be if it were true. I don't play poker. I've never played poker with Mr. Learn. I've never visited his home. He's never visited at mine. I've seen him at social events and here in court, but I don't feel the need to recuse myself. I do have a cousin who is much better looking than I am, who plays poker. It's possible he may have be an associate of my cousin, whose name is also Middleton, but it isn't me. So, Miss Rudisill, I don't have any sort of relationship with Mr. and Mrs. Learn other than here when they come to court. And if I was to play poker, I probably wouldn't be very good at it. So I'm not gonna recuse myself because it may be a case of mistaken identity. Mr. Rognus, what's the arrearage here?
Well, Your Honor, there was a payment made, but it didn't close the gap and got September and October of $750 each. Currently, the rent balance, $5,320. Ms. Rudisill, you want to write this down?
Yeah,
Okay. Because if you're getting assistance, you're going to need this info.
yeah. Okay, I'm ready.
So yeah, the rent through the end of October is $5,320. Got late charges, $25 per month, total up $335. Cost totaling $172.17. So grand total $5,827.17.
All right, now, Miss Rudisill, I skipped a step. I need to advise you of your rights as a tenant in a landlord-tenant proceeding. We've gotten so busy, I kind of jumped ahead. Mr. Savage, these are all second cases, but Ms. Rudisill, as a tenant in a landlord-tenant non-payment of rent case, you have the following rights. You have the right to hire a lawyer. If you cannot afford an attorney, you could request assistance from legal aid. And Meg Bauer is here from legal aid, sitting right in the courtroom and is available for consultation if needed. You have the right to have your case heard in St. Joe County where the property is located. You have a right to demand a jury trial. If you wish to have a jury trial, you must tell me at this first court appearance or be prepared to file the demand in writing within 5 days. And pay the $50 jury demand fee unless the judge waives it for your inability to pay it. If your landlord has asked you to be evicted from a residential property because you haven't paid rent, you may be able to get assistance from the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services, local coordinated entry agency, that's community action agency, and housing assessment and resource agency, that's Neighborhoods Inc. Or if you're a veteran, you may be able to get assistance from the veterans. In fact, they just had a very nice 4-hour open house to help people with rent issues and veterans issues, all kinds of stuff, free food, free haircuts, free legal advice. Anyway, we sent that information to you with your original summons. You do not need a judgment against you to receive help from the places listed above. Copy of the summons and complaint are sufficient. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord by going through community dispute resolution. And if you're interested, we can set that up. You may be able to reach an agreement with the landlord that means the case would get dismissed, which would result in what's called a conditional order of dismissal. Ms. Rudisell, I do have one thing in common. My cousin and I used to deliver newspapers to the apartment complex you're in there on Elm Street when we were kids. And I'm familiar with that place tucked away up at the dead end, north end of Elm Street. What's your plan?
The judge reads out tenant rights, then drops a harsh truth about eviction deadlines that hits hard. You can hear the compassion in his voice, but also the pressure.
Are you going to try to pay the rent or do you plan to move?
I couldn't hear nothing you said up until
You didn't
just
hear the
now.
interesting story about me delivering newspapers? That was the best part. Do
No.
you have a plan to either pay the rent or move?
Did he, money that I've paid, since June, has that been taken off there weekly when I was paying?
Yes.
Okay,
Are you going to ask for emergency help?
yeah, I was gonna try to get that if I can.
Have you done that so far?
I called them the other day and they're supposed to call me back. I think it was,
Which agency
Friday.
did you call?
I got the paperwork right here. Oh. The. Is it? Dang it.
Judge, while she's looking, I spoke with Neighborhoods Inc. of Battle Creek today and got to the bottom of, they do have funding for St. Joseph County. It seems like they had paused intakes for Calhoun County. And if you apply a certain direction, they've got a couple different ways to apply. And it seems they were sort of assuming everybody was for Calhoun County. And so that was erroneous that people were shut down. They now are aware that that happened, or that people were turned away, so they're going to address that issue. But there is, at this point, there is available prevention funding through Neighborhoods Inc., which is great news.
I would have liked to have gone to your event. As I told you, I tried to go to the other one and it got canceled. I wanted to talk to somebody from these agencies. So it's October 1st. Apparently Neighborhoods Inc. does have some funding, but Ms. Rudisell, you need to treat this with some urgency. You're 17 days from being out on the street with your umbrella in your hand and all your property on the curb on Elm Street. When there is a request for financial aid, the court rule says we're supposed to adjourn 2 weeks. So let's see where that takes us.
It's at the 17th.
And the number I called was a 211 for her.
I'm not here on the 17th, Andrew. I'm sorry. I'm having a
20th, I'm like super booked.
yeah.
Although I guess I have a 115 with you. I got
Do
it.
you on the 20th?
I got it 2 o'clock with Rob.
All right, well, let's set this for 1:30,
Okay.
Monday, the 20th.
And can I get the number the lady was talking about that has help, that helps too?
At Neighborhoods Inc.
Yeah,
That number is 269-968-1113, extension 132.
okay. I didn't hear you say the number, I just got the extension.
All right, let me try again. 269-968-1113, extension 132.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be on that handout that came with the summons and complaint.
Yes, it's on there too. Also,
Okay,
partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. You have to pay the entire arrearage. And it's substantial. It's almost $6,000. So let's say they agree to give you $4,000, you'd still need to pay the balance. Just like everybody else, I think the Learns probably have a waiting list of people that would like to rent.
Yeah. if I,
So,
if I get that, whatever they can pay, I had cleaned the apartment when I moved in, and I was supposed to be paid for doing that, and I never got paid.
well, you can discuss that with your landlords, but let's assume you got $300 for cleaning the apartment. You're still $5,500 behind. Then the question is, will you be able to pay November's rent? They're frozen. So we're going to adjourn this 2 weeks. I'm guessing you're not going to have enough money to pay your rent. So I'm going to give you 10 days from the 20th, which would be October 30th, to pay the rent or move. If you move, you need to turn in the keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. Your landlords can agree to work with you, but they don't have to.
Okay,
So
Okay.
stay in contact with them as well.
okay.
All right, do you have any further questions?
No,
All right, Mr. and Mrs. Learn, I'm sorry I don't play poker, but somebody might. I didn't have anything to do with it. All right, thank you. You're all good to go.
Your
Thank
Honor,
you.
thank you.
This is Larry Kreitz versus Damon Savage and Kay Bowerman. We were here previously on the 19th. They were planning to move. Mr. Savage, what's the status here today?
We still plan on moving. Some stuff came up with my youngest, and we've been in and out of the hospitals. So we're trying to accommodate to go get our stuff and turn in the keys and figure that out.
All right. Well, you get 10 days from today to do it. So I'm gonna, John, is this another one? Do we need to add another $900 to this for October?
It's $700, Jenna, but yes, we do.
700, all right. So through October, you owe 9,672 plus 700 equals 10,372. And you owe court costs of 239.50 plus 376, 243.24 plus 10,372 equals 10,000. That's not right.
I believe it's 10,615.26. Sherman.
$10,615.24. Now that's how much you have to pay if you wish to stay there. If you move, you need to turn in the keys and give your forwarding address in writing within 4 days of your moving. 10 days from today is October the 13th. No money judgment is entered at this time. If Mr. Kreitz Sr. wishes to go after a money judgment, he can do that in a small claims case or otherwise. They do have the right to keep your security deposit to apply to any unpaid rent or damages. But at this point, I think you should just vacate. Do you know what town you're moving to?
Yes,
Which is where?
Bronson.
Okay, I think you told me that last week.
Are you working anywhere right now, Damon?
I've been trying to look over here. The car situation's a little goofy. So I just got a bike, but I plan on trying to fill out for G&W over here in Bronson.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, well, you have 10 days to vacate or you're subject to being evicted. Do you have any questions?
I do not.
All right, you're good to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Enjoy the weekend.
This is file 251632LT. It's entitled Whispering Pines Mobile Home Park versus Stacy Newbury. We were here last week on the 26th. We determined the arrearage was 129910. Ms. Newbury was going to try to pay. Mr. Reed did provide some judgments, which I do appreciate having those in hand. Mr. Reed or Ms. Lentz, what's the status here?
Rebecca, has there been any payments?
She made a $250 payment this morning.
Okay, so that changes my, so what do you show? Because, okay, that's definitely different. Can you tell me what the arrearages are with the legal fees?
It's $1,539.10. That's with legal fees.
Okay.
Well, we need to split it out.
Yeah.
How much is rent?
Well, legal fees, Your Honor, is 20510. That was already determined, total.
Yes, it was. So, well, through September, it was 1094. So we need to add in October.
Correct, which is $470, Your Honor, plus $20 garbage fee.
420 plus $20 garbage.
470 plus $20 garbage fee. So 490 total.
All right. 1094 plus 490 is 1584. If we subtract 250 of payment, we get 1334. And then if we add court costs of 20510, we get your figure, 153910. Ms. Newbury, do you agree with those figures?
Yes, sir.
All right, are you guys gonna try to pay this?
Yep, we spoke with Rebecca on doing a payment plan on between the next few months to complete that up.
All right, now let me repeat this. I'm gonna give you the figures through October. They are 1,334. plus court costs of $205.10. Total of $1,539.10. That's due by October 13th, or you're subject to being evicted. Partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction, that it may be liable for additional damages if other money is owed. And acceptance of a partial payment will not prevent the writ of eviction. You have to pay the whole thing. They don't have to evict you on October 13th. They have 56 days from today to ask for the writ of eviction and 56 days to serve it. So they can't agree to work with you to try to get caught up on this. Are you and Mr. Boots both still employed?
Yes,
Yes.
And that's you, Robert.
Yes.
All right, well, I say this a lot. It's a lot easier for the landlord to keep a good tenant in there than to move one out and move another one in. So if you can set up a repayment agreement that satisfies them, that's okay with me. By the letter of the law, unless you pay the entire amount by October 13th, you're subject to being evicted, but it sounds like you're gonna work something out. Do you have any questions?
no, sir.
No.
All right, Mr. Reed, thank you for that judgment. I got it done and we're good, squared away. All right, you two are both free to go. Next,
you.
we're gonna talk to Austin Newell.
Rebecca, this one is done, correct?
Correct. He
We're
paid it.
filing a dismissal. He's paid in full, Your Honor.
Oh, Mr. Newell, very good. I'll just indicate defendant paid in full.
He had indicated last week that he thought he'd be able to get the balance paid off, and he did in fact. So I appreciate him being here, and we'll get that dismissal filed.
Those are the best kind, Mr. Newell.
Thank you, sir. I work real hard, trying to keep myself.
What?
Do you have more paperwork from this morning?
I have a whole crap load of it that I haven't had a chance to address. What do they need?
Jenny needs to be in custody, so she can.
I bet she does. I had 1 minute between then and now, so I'm coming to the home stretch.
All right, thank you.
All right, Mr. Newell, you're good to go.
The judge listens, balances empathy with reality, and reminds everyone that even in tough times, rules still apply. It's raw, human, and exactly why courtroom moments like this stick with you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Whispering Pines versus Janie Beauchamp or any other occupants. Defendant failed to appear last week. We had Mr. Reed, Ms. Bauer, and Ms. Lance, but the defendant wasn't here. Mr. Reed agreed to just bump it a week to see if she showed up, and she did not. Mr. Reed, you can ask for a default at this time.
Well, I guess Rebecca, have they contacted you?
They have.
Okay. Do you wish to put the default in? I know that they talked about making some payments to you, but we have 56 days from the entry of the order to actually put the writ in.
Yeah, you can do the default because I did speak to her yesterday that she needed to make a payment by the 13th. And she said okay, so she does know about it. I didn't have contact with her. So we can still do the default and just hold off until the 13th.
Okay, Your Honor. So last month, I believe we were, or last week, it was 2,405 plus court cost of 179.10.
Yes.
And since that time, there's an additional $500 in rent and $20 garbage fee for a total of $3,104.10.
$2,405 plus 500 is $2,905, $2,925. Court costs of $179.10. Is $3,104.10. Is that what you get?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defined by default through October. Their rent is $2,925. 179.10 for a total of $3,104.10 due by October 13th. And Rebecca knows the deal. She can agree to work with them similar to the last case. All right, I think this is our last case. I'm not sure. I have Whispering Pines versus Cheyenne Osborne and any other occupants. I've got someone listed as Elizabeth Ellison and Paulette. And someone's here from Aaron Cox's office. That would be
Donald Osinchi, Your Honor.
which case are you here on?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm here on Elephant Financial. I'm so sorry, I forgot her name. I'm pulling it up right now. Elephant Financial.
Yeah, you guys went out for a discovery a long time ago.
Yeah, we just completed the show cause hearing. However, there were documents that were required from the subpoena that we're just going to follow up on. Because we're doing this via the mail, because the defendant doesn't have an email address, we're just going to request at minimum 30 days in order to go ahead and allow all the documents to be exchanged through the mail.
That's acceptable.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you understand what it is they need, ma'am?
Okay. Yes.
All right. You guys have been talking for a long time. I forgot you were even back there. All right, you're both free to go. If you need further assistance from the court, just file a motion and request it. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Just for my clarification, Your Honor, 30 days, will the court just send us a notice in the mail with regards to date and time?
Say that again.
With the 30 days, just to ensure that the documents were exchanged, is the court going to send a notice of the date and time of the continuance of the show cause hearing to ensure?
All right, so yes, they took the file away from me, but I will continue the matter to November 3rd at 9 a.m.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right, Michelle, that would be that discovery case. We need to continue it for further discovery for November 3rd at 9 a.m. All right, thank you.
Have a great day, everyone.
Okay, it's been just wonderful.
You sound so
Okay.
genuine about that.
Every day is a blessing.
There you go.
Every day is a blessing, and I'm gonna see a lot of old friends, and I'm gonna go to my friend's visitation here in a little bit. This is a blessing to have old friends. Whispering Pines 2 versus Cheyenne Osborne and any other occupants. Again, Ms. Osborne failed to appear. Similar to the last case, Mr. Reed simply agreed to set it over for today with our other cases. What's the status here?
No contact. Through October, now that we're in October, the total amount for rent is $4,249.
All right.
With attorney fees and court costs of $179.10 for a total of $4,428.10.
Miss Lentz, is she still there?
She is.
All right, I will do a default judgment
All right.
through October. Of 4,249, 179.10, and costs for a total of 4,428.10. That is due within 10 days from today, which is October 13th. As in the other case, Ms. Wentz knows she can work with the tenant, but if they don't contact her and don't pay anything, there's not a lot of wiggle room. And this is lot only.
It's lot,
What?
lot and trailer.
It is
Oh,
lot
it's lot
trailer
and
on
tra-
it. Sorry, I didn't. I think I just used the lump term rent there at the end there, but yes, it's all one. Sorry, I may have threw you off.
Well, when you were here last time, you thought maybe they were moving out, but they haven't moved out.
Oh, she froze.
They have not. Today would be on their last day that they were moving out.
Well, they get 10 days from today, or they can get the assistance of the sheriff. All right, thank you, Mr. Reed, and thank you, everyone else. That completes I've been sitting right in this very spot since 8:15 this morning. And my back is shaped like this chair. I look like a shrimp when I get up. So we'll be in recess. I've got to process all the paperwork, but if somebody says I can't keep up anymore, they're mistaken. All right, thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Judge. Hope you have a good weekend.
Yes, thank you. All right, that completes our very busy Friday, October 3rd. We'll be back Monday morning with some other matters. I'm gonna try to finish up all this pile of paperwork here. Get onto my other events. Thank you all.
From tenants catching up on payments to others facing defaults, every case shows a piece of real life. The judge signs off exhausted yet thankful, reminding us all that justice comes with heart. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one.